All right, let's do this.
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning for the US.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
So please say hi in the chat if you've just joined us. We're just going to give a little bit of time for everyone to join in. Say hi, let us know you can hear us, because sometimes, with technology, it just doesn't work randomly. So yeah, hi, everyone. Tom,
Hi.
Louisa, hello. Vasella, am I pronouncing that right?
I don't know.
Vasella, did I pronounce that right? Emily, Daniela, hi there. Yuna, Yuna, hello.
Tom is actually Shiana. Hi, Shiana.
Oh, hey guys, tell us where you're dialing in from, please. We would love to hear.
Where is everyone?
It's always good to know that we're able to reach people from all over the world through the power of technology.
Zhuhai.
Camden, Emily's like Camden. Emily, are you in the office right now? I don't see you anywhere.
Where?
Oh, Paris.
Oh, Paris.
Ayon.
Ayon.
Ayon? Is that right? Did I pronounce your name right?
It's probably Ayon.
Ayon, welcome from Paris and Guangzhou as well. Peter, awesome. I'm so jealous that you're in China.
Agata, Poland.
Gata, Poland. Oh, hey, Gata. Good to see you again. Louisa in Clapham.
It's the local, not too far away.
South of the river.
Mexico City, literally. Your fame is all the way across the Atlantic.
You are. This is amazing. Thank you for joining us, guys.
Thanks, everyone. So yeah, today what we're going to do is we're gonna go over what some of the luxury brands have done for 520 I Love You Day in China, where we've done a report. Really exciting, where we deep dive in some of the best campaigns out there, mainly combination of like WeChat and Weibo activities in China. And we will be distributing that report to everyone here on the webinar, of course, after we go through some of the content. So my name is Michel Tjoeng. I am the head of sales and marketing at ChatLabs. ChatLabs company that focused on WeChat strategy and marketing technology for global brands. And prior to this, I was working mainly in the luxury industry, where I was also focused a lot on the Chinese market, of course. And with me, I've got Arnold.
Thank you very much. So I'm Arnold, guys, and I work at Qumin. Qumin is a digital marketing agency. We're really focused on creative and content. So everything we do is underpinned on cultural insight, and we're really big on understanding Chinese and people and cultures, because we think you can't do creative that resonates and really kind of like builds a meaningful connection with the audience without understanding the fundamentals of Chinese people and culture and how it's changing and evolving over the last couple of decades. So a lot of what we do is making sure that the work brands are doing in China are not just effective, but also has a social good that contributes to society in a positive way, that is purposeful. We don't believe that those two things are mutually exclusive. We think marketing can be effective and it can also have a social good element. So that's a lot of what we focus on. And yeah, I'll hand it over back to Michel.
That's amazing. Thanks, Arnold. I think we're going to kick off with a poll. Is there a poll here? Just wanted to know a little bit about the audience and who uses WeChat here, or whether or not you're in Mexico or in Zhuhai, who uses WeChat. Can we pull up the poll and how often? But it looks like
every day. I think everyone's going to pick every day.
Every day.
What?
We have.
Wait. Who? Tell us, please, in the chat if you selected we what.
Who's the we what?
What's that? You should download WeChat. We'll invite you if you need a code. Someone needs to scan you in or something right now.
Yeah, you need to have a friend that can add you in. So yeah, WeChat is the biggest social media in China. You can do pretty much everything in life on that thing. You'll be messaging your mother, you'll be hailing taxis, ordering coffees, and buying new shoes, all on that same.
Getting told off by your client.
No, I meant.
I use WeChat. Oh, okay.
Ah, great.
Awesome. but someone selected we what? Ooh, we have a mystery.
Mystery we what? So today we just had 520 day. What's the meaning of 520 day in China, Arnold? You're the cultural expert here.
So 520. China is very big on kind of like I guess characters or numbers that sound like other characters, right? I don't know what the word for that. Louisa knows what the word is for that, didn't you? I've heard you say it before. Maybe you can type it in the chat. But 5520 is 502in Chinese, and 502sounds like kind of very loosely 我爱你, which means I love you. Sorry, 520. Did I just make a mistake here? I did.
You said 502.
520.
Are you love?
520 I love you, yeah. 520我爱你, exactly. So it sounds like 我爱你, and because of that, they've kind of turned it into a holiday. It's like a Chinese Valentine's Day, basically.
And where did it start? I think it started like in more like younger culture where they started to abbreviate 520 with I love you, rather than typing in the whole sentence, time efficient and everything. So there's a lot of I love days in China, right? What's the difference between like Chinese Valentines, Western Valentines,
and then Qixi as well, which is like the traditional Chinese Valentine. So 520, you were right, is kind of like an internet vernacular or kind of like a show, and it's popular amongst the younger generation. Qixi, which is the other Valentine's Day, is a traditional Chinese Valentine's Day and has a really long traditional history attached to it. And then obviously we have the Western Valentine's Day in February, which is just a global Valentine's Day. There's a poll. So does anyone else know the difference between 520 and Qixi holiday? So Qixi takes place on
14th of August this year, I think.
No, are you sure?
Yes.
Oh yes, yeah, you're right. Because lunar calendar is different.
It's a different day every year.
Yeah.
But I think 14 is already a special number. So to have Qixi on the 14th of August makes it maybe.
Is it going to be crazy this year?
It's going to be extra special. There's going to be too much love.
It's going to be too special.
So yeah, on that, and if you'll see in the campaigns that we're going to review, like brands love to capitalize on love. Oh, that sounds pretty.
That sounds like a campaign.
that sounds like a campaign.
Sounds like a campaign. We're already doing this. Look, guys, we're already creating campaigns.
It's very positive, right? Let's celebrate love. So we're going to be reviewing some of the campaigns there. On WeChat, the brands love to use these topics to really engage with their audience in an interactive way. I think the biggest difference between sort of the Western social media and what people are doing in China, the level of interactivity with the audience and how they invite interactivity and actually participate in that. That's just that's next level versus what we do here. So on WeChat, you'll see lots of different games. You'll see a lot of giveaways, comments-based giveaways. You'll see obviously you have live streaming and a lot of interactive posts. So WeChat articles, they're the same as like email campaigns in the West, but they themselves are a lot more interactive. So you can comment on them, see other people's comments. You can actually swipe and touch and listen to video and stuff like that in there as well. So it's pretty cool what some of the brands are doing. So Arnold, this I think we're going to be looking at a video first for.
Yes, let's look at video. There was quite a bit of difference, right, between last year and this year, because obviously we had the lockdown last year and it was right in the middle of the pandemic. But this year, people are coming out more to be able to create campaigns maybe that are a little bit more personal, i.e. like in person rather than virtual. So we got a video to show some really cool like augmented reality photo filter. I think the awesome guys behind the scene. We'll be able to pull it up now, and then we can show you that
Someone press play.
Burberry's augmented reality filter, which is super interesting. This is what kind of Michel was saying earlier. There's so many innovation that are happening on WeChat that people in the West just don't understand. It's such a crazy platform. It's more like, I always say it's more like an operating system than a social media channel, because you can build on it on top of it and turn it to what you want and kind of like customize it like Windows or OS X, for example. Got the video. Oh, we can do that. We don't have that video. Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Oh.
I don't think we have that.
This one coming up? No.
I don't think we have that Burberry video right now. But what we could do is put the link in the chat for you guys so you can check it out. We just actually shared in the corner. You can open this up. It's a video where I basically reviewed the Whirling campaign from last year. Some of them were really great, and some of them were just kind of like strange.
Just strange.
Just strange. But you guys can check it out afterwards and then let us know what you think. So yeah, maybe we should move on to the campaign themselves, right, Michel?
Yeah, cool. So we'll kick off with Pandora. So obviously a brand that really wants to capitalize on the gifting season. A lot of the sales will happen on all those peak periods around gifting, around love. So they did a collaboration with Tjoeng. Do I pronounce that correctly?
Tjoeng.
Yes, exactly. So they did a live stream there, and it had and there was a conversation on Weibo happening, which had like 530 million views, which was completely crazy. And when it wasn't necessarily all about confessing your love to someone, but just more giving your love to and celebrating someone important in your life and the memories that you've had with that person. And then one of the really cool things that they did is that they did the comments-based giveaway. So basically, the brand. Yo, what's up?
Hey, James.
Been a late joiner here. So Pandora asked, "What was your most impressive 520 surprise?" And they got the audience to respond to that. Again, that interactive nature, and obviously the people that got the most likes on their comment, they would win something, which was presented by the celebrity back to them. So that generated tons and tons of buzz.
I didn't even get a 520 surprise. Actually, I did get a 520 surprise.
You did?
Yeah, Louisa and Nadia gave me a 520 surprise. Which, guys, there'll be a vlog coming up soon about that. So I will participate. We have a poll, right, guys? We have a poll. So rating from 1 to 4, how likely would you participate in the competition? 1 being no way, and 4 being every time yes. I think I would vote for 4. I don't know about you guys. This is also an interesting campaign because it appealed to the fan culture. Pandora, i.e. the brand, appealed to the fan culture in China, which is kind of like the celebrity worship culture in the US and in the West, but a lot more extreme and less worship and more kind of like, almost like, I don't know what the word is. I'm thinking of kind of like, they feel like, I guess the celebrities feel like they have a responsibility to the fans, and the fans feel like they have a responsibility to the celebrity. It's more like I guess a mutual admiration rather than like a worship culture. And they create like, and Miranda always tells us this stuff. She's in the chat now. She's awesome on the inside. She always tells us stuff like they create like fan clubs. They even have like a president or like a secretary or like treasurer of the fan club who's responsible for like, sending messages or organizing other fan events. And it's like a really serious thing, right? It's like literally a society. So it just shows how like important it is to have that connection between the celebrity and the brand.
How does that impact, you think, sort of consumption behavior and purchases? We're seeing more and more, for example, Pandora, like other ones. I think maybe, do we have a screen from the Pandora?
I don't think we do,
well? No. No, okay. So it will be in the report, so you can see the screenshots.
Stay till the end. We'll send you the report. Otherwise, you won't get the report.
We're holding people hostage.
Exactly.
In the street.
That's exactly what we're doing. I'm leaving then.
Where was it going? Yes, the purchase behavior, because they obviously more and more of the luxury jewelry brands like Pandora, but also in the higher end sector, they're starting to use more and more male idols and male celebrities that are they're actually wearing the jewelry.
Tiffany uses male idols actually, which we'll talk about later on.
Yeah, and De Beers as well. My former employer, so they have Kai Shukun, and in their latest campaign, he was wearing the diamond ear cuffs, the rings, and the necklace.
Do you think you could pull off some diamond ear cuffs?
If maybe a couple of decades ago, maybe.
If needs be. What do you think, guys? Let us know in the chat.
Is that a poll?
Yeah. Do you think guys can pull off male diamond earrings? Let us know what you think.
Studs, maybe.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah. Love it.
Kai can.
He can.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants.
James can as well.
Thinks he can.
What do we have on the poll? Do we have people that will participate in the?
I think everyone said one person said no way. Most people said probably every time. If the prize was from my favorite star. If you voted that, tell us who your favorite star is.
Any favorite stars?
Is he Tom Cruise? I don't even know if he's cool anymore.
Is he like grandfather now? Yeah. Does he own tricks?
There's a new thingy coming out, isn't there?
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, there's always a Mission Impossible coming out. Yeah. Top Gun 2 is coming out. Anyway, we digress. Sorry.
Tom Cruise, next film of Mission Impossible is just him crossing the street on night.
As I'm not free. Sorry, guys, we digress anyway. We'll move on to the next one.
We're going to do a video now.
And we do have a video for this one. Should we play the video first?
Yeah. Delvaux.
Okay, guys, we're going to play the video. Oh, wait,
one of my favorite clients.
Nightclub music, so we decided to cut it short.
It goes well with the Tom Cruise discussion.
Yeah,
same era. So yeah, basically what was happening there is an example of a really interactive campaign. So the campaign leads with obviously just the I Love You Day celebration article and content, and then it sends people to a mini games, super popular in China for all sorts of campaigns. If there's a prize to be won in China on a campaign, then typically the campaign is a success. It's like gamification is almost a guaranteed recipe. So what's happening here is a few cool things. So you have first of all the slot machines asking different questions from the participants, what their relationship status is, what kind of qualities attract you. And what would you do with someone? And based on the answer, it gives you both product recommendations, but you also get into like a lucky draw for a gift to be won. So it's a really cool interactive element. I think both benefits, a bit of fun and a bit of chance of winning something for the consumer. For the brand, also massive.
Cool, we got a deck.
The deck's up. For the audience, for the brand, obviously as well. Huge benefits there because we're learning more about the people that are participating in the campaign. So now. For all the participants, you know the relationship status and what kind of aspirations they have.
And I guess at the back end, you guys at ChatLabs, you guys helps to tie all that data up together with the user IDs of the WeChat people.
Yeah, so we now know for all the fans of that brand who are in a relationship and who are not, and who are gifting something to someone and who are not.
Attraction to the product and stuff, right?
Exactly, and then you can use that for personalization in the follow-up conversation. So,
as in, like, buy this bag and you find a girlfriend or boyfriend or something.
Yeah, buy this for your girlfriend.
I love that.
Guaranteed.
That's fantastic. So cool. It's just a really great way in China of like capturing data, right? Rather than just sending people like a form. We did similar thing for Man United as well, but yeah, it's a story for another day.
So we're going to do another poll. So out of all the different things that you can do to engage with the audience, we've got mini games, we got competitions, we just got celebrities talking about something, KOLs, and we've got AR and VR.
VR, my favorite, mixed reality.
Seeing a lot of that as well. What do you think is the most engaging as a tactic for the campaigns? It's going to be our
Come on, guys. Poll is coming up. Make sure you vote. Which one do you think is the most engaging out of the four? It's going to come up on the poll any second now. If not, we're going to move on. Next one actually is really interesting. It's Gucci. Let me just move the deck.
There's the poll.
Oh, there's a poll. Yeah, cool. Awesome.
Vote. Mini games, AR, VR.
No one is. That's interesting. No one's voting competition to win a prize because I think that probably is actually the most effective one, right?
It is very effective. But we didn't say what's the most effective. The question is what's most engaging.
Oh, what's most engaging?
Ooh,
I see.
Maybe people like playing games more than.
I think so. You're right. Yeah, mixed reality and games make sense.
So
cool.
Answer mixed reality game.
Mixed reality wins. All right, Gucci. Yeah.
Gucci. So Gucci, they went for quite a hefty campaign. A lot of product development behind it. So they went with the whole collection, 520 collection. So they launched a complete collection of shoes, bags, etc. A lot of different combinations. They went with a lot of different KOLs. You want to name them all out there?
I'm okay, thanks.
Yeah, you're good. Four different KOLs.
Nini, Luhan, La Guanglin, and Sun Zhong'er.
There you go.
We'll send it in. It's going to be a report, right?
Yeah, it is. You can go in the next slide. I think gives some more detail now. No. So
we got. Do we have a video?
In the report, there's more detail, but they all stood for the different colors. So you've got the red, you've got the orange, and what was the last one called? I think it was called cappuccino.
Because as in the color.
Yeah, the color was called cappuccino because I
it's
don't
like
think
brown.
they didn't like. Yeah, they didn't like brown.
Brown, yeah.
Word.
Brown
Mustard.
sounds a bit
It was
shit.
mustard. Brown does sound a bit brown.
Brown sounds a bit brown.
We also saw that sort of coming back in the stores. It was pretty cool. So it was an online and offline campaign for I Love You Day, and it was basically a KOL featured. There was an interesting debate amongst all the different people that commented. So a lot of people were engaging with the content. They liked the new range. They liked the fact that it was very colorful, but there was some debate on whether or not red was appropriate for 520, because it was a very traditional red and it was mainly used for Chinese New Year, and people thought that I Love You Day was actually a wrong place to use that. What do you think?
It's a very culturally significant color, right? You guys can see, we probably should remove the decorations from Chinese New Year in the background. You can see like the lanterns. Yeah. It's just very significant, and people have like a quite strong emotional attachment to that color, and then to the Chinese Spring Festival / Chinese New Year also. So when we do stuff, we honestly try to generally stay away from red as a color, just in general, because A, it's very culturally significant. B, it's also very stereotype, right? Like everyone, like just you see loads of brands on Bond Street, in London. Like they just, when Chinese New Year comes, they just plaster some fucking red. Oh, excuse my language. They just plaster some red on windows, and then they're just like, oh, it's Chinese New Year. Like Selfridges is guilty of doing this as well. So what we did actually, we deliberately stay away from red. So for example, we do as a company, we do like red packets or lucky money packets. We do them every year, and they're never red. I think it was like green the year before, and then it was blue last year and purple the year before that. So we try to stay away from that. And I think it's okay because, especially the Gen Z and millennial audience, they expect something different, something unique, something that breaks barriers and challenges the status quo. As long as you have good reference, James, glow in the dark next year. Maybe we'll think about glow in the dark. As long as you have like other references to the culture, to the people, more subtly. It doesn't have to always be so overt. So I think
seems like a too obvious thing to do, right?
Exactly.
Let's localize the campaign for China. Let's make it red. It's like,
but you can do what you can do, and what we found a lot of brands are doing now, especially Chinese brands, that they're almost like having a satirical approach to the color red in the Guochao trend. Guochao is like the new fashion, kind of like nationalism trend, where they combine like nostalgia with like contemporary design, right? So it's like a mixture of retro, nostalgic design and contemporary design. And then so they might use color red and traditional stuff like lanterns and calligraphy, but they do it in a really kind of like modern satirical way. So it kind of like it puts a twist on the color red, any stereotype. So it's almost like satire of the stereotype, right? And I love that. I think that's a really cool way to use that color if you do want to, and use traditional cues.
Some great insight. Thank you, man.
Should we move on?
Yes, let's do a poll.
We have a poll.
We have another poll.
Guys, we have a poll.
Which trend in China have you been following / participating in? Blind boxes, live streaming, fan culture, everything.
What would you participate in?
Or follow? Yeah,
I think
live streaming still very, and blind boxes. I really like the blind boxes. Some of my colleagues were participating in the blind boxes.
Yeah, me too.
In the stores, where they had like sort of slot machines in the stores, and then you put in 200 kwai, and then
200.
Yes,
nothing. Quite a lot.
This is a luxury store.
Oh, it's a luxury store. Sorry.
and then you got out a code, and that represented a product, and then you got.
So you didn't even get the product.
You didn't know what product you were going to get.
God.
You just put in the money, and then you get a product. And in this case, she got something that was worth 1,500. So
wow,
she got a good deal.
She should do it like a million times.
There was some negative news around the blind boxes with
pets. Yeah, that was horrible. That was horrible.
Absolutely okay.
Okay, so whoa, this is like even. 25% of you voted for blind boxes, 25 live stream, 25 fan codes, and 25% all of them. Are you guys like
Behind
negotiating behind the scenes to like rig our poll? I hope Arnold doesn't come in a blind box. Why not? Would you not be happy if you received me in a blind box? I'm kind of offended.
It depends on the other options.
It's true.
Tom Cruise, Arnold.
Or a puppy.
Or a puppy. That should be the next poll.
I'd take the puppy.
What do you want in the blind box?
I think Michel, I'd prefer his. But hey, wow,
that's just mean.
I'm offended. Anyway, okay, cool. But you're right. He's better looking.
Cue Tiffany.
Let's do Tiffany. We have a video for Tiffany.
We do have a video.
Yes.
This is an interesting one because they've been doing this same campaign for like 3 years running. But let's have a look first.
Okay, we're gonna cue the video.
Oh, this is Moncler.
你相信吗？真正的快乐因为520。
想向全世界宣布520。
谁说男生不懂浪漫？
一起大声对他说520。
So what you just saw, for those who don't know, that was a WeChat article, and it's quite interactive because you have these shaded figures, and then you can actually press on them, and then you get a voice recording of the celebrity, and obviously the cue was to go and find out who those celebrities were. What were they saying, Arnold?
It was I wish the world 520, as in like, or something like that. I can't remember.
I wish you all that love.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So four big celebrities in there, and then a few that was in first post, and then the next post they were all obviously revealing. Maybe we have that in the slides. I think we have the slides as well. Can we pull those up?
Yes.
Or not? Next. There we go. So back. So
okay, yeah.
So in the following post, they revealed who the celebrities were, and then those were then promoting unique products. So they were promoting the key pendant. This time there was a 450 made of them, and they instantly sold out, as these things go in China. So that well done on Tiffany. But they've been using this concept for like 3 years running now, where they start with a post of hiding who they're going to use, and then they follow up with a post where they're really showing that. And it's quite interesting tactic because obviously especially with WeChat followers, people tend to unfollow brands really quickly because all the articles are amongst your friends and family, and any brand that's communicating with you that you're not really interested in, you one swipe and you've unfollowed them, right? So it's always key with these campaigns to build some excitement and anticipation, so that you don't get an unsubscribe and unfollow. So I think they did really well. They also posted. The celebrities reposted the campaigns on Weibo, and they got over 1 million likes, wow. 400,000 shares,
Jesus,
and 160,000 comments just on the participation of that campaign. So It's massive. They did use some really big names. So we got Austin Lee. Austin Lee's
appeared in a few of these campaigns now, right?
Austin Lee's everywhere.
He's
lipstick man,
literally everywhere. Do you guys know who Austin Lee is in the audience? Let us know if you do, and if not, you should. we'll expand a little bit more. But we have a poll now. We have the poll, one poll to rule all the other polls. King of lipsticks. Everyone knows him as a king of lipsticks. It's great.
There's men wearing jewelry, and there's obviously men promoting lipsticks, as they do.
The final poll: which campaign do you find the most interesting out of all? The Pandora,
Delvaux mini game, the Gucci campaign with the different colors and all the unique products, or the mystery one?
Tiffany one, laden with celebrities. Which one do you think, guys? No one liked the Pandora one. It's interesting.
Huh.
Which one did you prefer, Michel? What was your favorite one out of all of them?
I think Tiffany as well, to be honest. I do think it's a little bit naff that they do the same campaign every year.
With different celebrities.
But if this is like engagement versus effectiveness, right? If every year that you do this campaign with different people and a different product, and every year you sell out on all the products,
yeah, I mean, why reinvent the wheel, right? Sounds great. I thought you were going to pick your client.
I should have done that.
You should have done. Exactly. Cool.
What else have we got? We got offline campaigns.
Offline campaigns, exactly. We're going to finish up. Guys, don't forget to ask us questions, by the way. You guys, we got some very shy audience today, not asking questions. We normally have loads of questions. So ask some questions for Michel. Ask some difficult questions.
Difficult questions for Arnold.
No, we're going to move on to offline campaigns now.
Yeah, so it was actually quite limited. So we looked at some of the stores in China and how many of the campaigns actually got replicated in the stores, because we're always banging the drum for 360 campaigns or omni-channel or O2O or give it a name. But
so many names.
But basically have the physical environment and the digital environment interact. And WeChat is superb for that, because you've got QR codes that allow you to scan something in the physical environment and then participate in something in the digital environment. And when you see consumers behave, and you and I do that as well, like you're constantly mixing those two environments, right? You're in the taxi, you might be browsing the brand, and then 5 seconds later you're in the store. But only a few brands actually activate that same campaign, like that same game or that same theme, also in the store, so that people recognize what they've just been seen in the digital space, in the physical space, and vice versa, and already have a sort of connection with that campaign when they walk into the store. So we can see Gucci did that really, really nicely. They had a whole section for obviously those products. The only downside was the availability of those products, I believe, because they had different stock levels for online and offline, and the people in the store said that they were unique pieces. But in fact, you could just order them on the WeChat as well.
Wow!
And then
interesting.
that was a bit interesting. And then we have Longchamp here on the right. They're still playing on their collaboration with in the boxing space. What are they called again? EM or something? Yeah. So they really replicated what they did offline as well. But in general, it was fairly limited on how much of that was replicated offline. So I think that's a little bit of a shame. Some things that brands can pick up on. I don't know, when you guys design campaigns for a client, how do you see interactivity between online and offline in China?
I think I mentioned this before. I think a lot of times it's much better if you're going to do an O2O campaign, you focus the online element on maybe improving the customer experience in store, right? Because there's a scalability issue with customer experience in offline environments, in the sense that only the staff can only serve so many people, and there's always like that's a bottleneck, right? But if you have an online experience, if you have online experience that makes people's experience better in the store while they're waiting, maybe they can play some kind of game, maybe they can participate in something else while they're waiting for the staff to be available. I think that basically, I'm a big fan of service design that improves customer experience, rather than just like pointlessly doing some like displaying QR codes, or it gives people no reason to actually follow you. But if you use that to improve experience, and it gives them a reason to now follow you, to actually utilize and combine that with like the offline experience of the store. So yeah, that's what we try to do. We try to add value, I guess, in a custom CX.
Yeah, we see a lot of the brands, they put the QR codes in the store, but then they just go to their official account, which is the same as saying
exactly
in a store, I don't know, follow us on Instagram.
You just add Instagram or whatever,
Yeah, but that's quite pointless. But if you looked at other brands, other good examples that we've seen is like scan for the customer reviews on WeChat, and like you scan next to the product and you see reviews of other people, or scan to see the product video, or scan, or in the case of blind box,
scan, like maybe scan so we can help you to shop better or something like that, whatever, right?
Scan to participate. It's much better. Do we have some videos? We have some more videos.
We have a Moncler video. Oh, is that the one I showed earlier? That I should have showed now. Cool, let's do this. Yes.
特别系列，让你和爱的人在人群中闪闪发光，甜蜜舒心。想要 get 穿搭技巧，一定要关注蒙克利尔。赶紧邀请我们今晚的特别嘉宾艾若斯出场吧。
好的，哎呀，哇，非常非常开心。Hello， 大家好，我是 Eros 杨一涵，而且真的，Masha 你好，Masha 你好，
你好。
前几天刚见过啊，来你们这里买东西。资深顾客啊，那同时的话，今天也非常非常开心能够做客我们 Moncler 的直播间，然后跟这么多 Moncler 的粉丝去分享我们最新的520的春夏潮流的一些单品，我觉得我真的非常非常期待。
到Moncler 直播间做客呢，那对我们 Moncler 有没有什么特别感受呢？
其实我说句实话啊，就是我一直印象当中 Moncler 都是一个非常非常贵气、非常高级，但同时一直做很昂贵羽绒服的一个品牌。对，但我没有想到就是春夏的这种季节的时候，单品会有这么多的选择，真的让我耳目一新。哎，我今天有特意为了让 Masha 你印象比较深刻，我有特意搭配了一套我们 Moncler 春夏的一套，我觉得应该算是cool guy 的这种 look。最近不是很流行cool guy 嘛？对吧？cool guy 这种 look 你觉得怎么样？
太帅气了。
哎，我说句实话，我真的有被这件外套给种草，因为它首先它整个的配色非常的高级，
是。
Looking up.
Monclair means you can see the dreams or something like that.
Monclair.
Pretty cool name.
Yeah, so that campaign was obviously a live streaming event. So there was a WeChat post that showed off the artistry, the collaboration that they've done with the graffiti artist, which was really cool. The client then is asked for different multiple choice questions about their crush, celebrating about love, and then that goes into people could set reminders for the live stream, because obviously as you get the message, it doesn't mean that the live stream is live. So what you can do is you can ask people to set a reminder, and then when the live stream happens on WeChat, you get a notification and you jump into the live stream as you saw, and there you have the presenters going through the products, going through the campaign content, talk about the collaboration, those kind of things, and you can buy from the live stream straight from the WeChat mini program. So you could see the presenting happening whilst also you can browse the products and straight buy there. So I thought that was a quite interesting approach.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's great. I think it's the first live streaming one we've seen, right? Out of all the campaigns.
Yeah, most of the other ones were
curated,
a bit more static, a bit more combination of Weibo posts and then a giveaway or a game on the WeChat. But live streaming is still massive, obviously.
So do you want to maybe quickly, I don't know if anyone has any questions in the audience. If not, do you want to
share the report?
Yes, exactly.
Here's a poll. Who wants the report?
Who wants? Yes, no. There we go. You guys can check out the handout section and download the report immediately of all the 520 campaigns that we discussed, and also understand the celebrity names that were difficult to pronounce.
Yeah.
But yeah, check those out and let us know what you think. Any questions, please, in the chat, and we can answer them now. James has a question, not me. Agatha, what about Gen Z being all about the offline experience in China, e.g. pop-up shop? Is this the future of Chinese marketing? That's a good question. What do you think, Michel?
I think pop-up stores they are critical, right? Like you see that most of the people are doing, especially coming out of COVID, people were really tired of being at home, obviously, so they really flocked to the streets. They can't travel at the moment as well, so luxury spend domestically in China is up 45% versus pre-COVID 2010, which is absolutely crazy.
It's amazing, yeah. It's amazing.
So everybody's so there's obviously some domestic travel to gain experiences and have fun, but shopping in China is obviously it's entertainment, right? Shopping is, whereas in the West, shopping, people like to shop, but it's not so much for the entertainment value as it is in China.
It's very functional in the West, I think.
Yeah.
In China, it's more, you're right, more entertainment.
So you see, if you go and look at all the malls, they have these different events going on. They have these mall festivals, plus they have all the shopping festivals, just like 520. And pretty much every week there's some kind of festival.
Yeah, there's always something going on.
And there'll be bands outside, and
there'll be like events, and there'll be like celebrities and influencers and like photo shoots and pop-ups. It's really cool, actually. Really
so I do, Agatha, I do agree that that's where a lot of the marketing and the exposure and the awareness is happening. But obviously, the downside of all those physical events is scale, right? You can only reach
as many people,
that much traffic that's coming by. So to really scale that up, and also to do the build up prior to the pop-up, that's where they use the digital means, and then also follow up from the digital event, get people to scan and interact so that you have their contact details, and then you can follow up with them post events.
And I think I actually think we'll see a massive rebound in 2021, maybe even definitely 2021, maybe even 2022, offline events and activities, because maybe people are, like so locked in and it's just been so unhappy. And I think people really crave that personal connection that you don't get online. I think the trick now, maybe in 21, is how you connect your offline, as Michel mentioned earlier, how you connect the offline to the online to facilitate a better reach. So combining like a personal experience with like the offline with the reach of online, I think it's going to be the sweet spot. We're trying to do something like that for Mario right now. So stay tuned. Maybe we'll have a case study video for you guys to see soon.
Cool.
So on that note, if there's nothing else,
thanks so much for all your insight, Arnold.
Thank you, Michel,
fun as always.
For all your insights
here.
as well. We're having an offline event here, and
Yeah.
we're joining you guys online. So thank you so much for joining us, everyone.
Ciao, ciao. Thanks, everyone, and enjoy the report.
Enjoy the report. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your evening. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Do we